Welcome to the session on Stitching of Ladies Suit Part 3, Drafting of Kameez. Let us look at the objectives of this session. At the end of this session, you will be able to draft and cut the Kameez paper pattern, prepare master pattern, lay and cut the required components of Kameez. The required tools and materials for drafting a Kameez are 2.6 meter into 0.9 meter of poplin fabric, brown tracing paper, tailor's chalk, plastic ruler, tailor's scissors, measuring tape, L scale, French curve, tracing wheel, straight pins. Let's learn about the procedure for drafting a paper pattern for Kameez. Lay a brown sheet vertically along the length of the drafting table. Fold the brown sheet widthwise into equal halves so that its wrong sides facing upwards. Draft the pattern to match the marking 0 to 1 with the folded edge of the brown sheet. Let's learn the drafting of bodice front in detail. Mark from point 0 to point 1 equals the full length and 3 cm, which is for the dart. Mark from point 0 to point 2 is the bust by 4 minus 2.5 cm. Mark from point 0 to point 3 is the natural waist. Square out from points 2, 3 and 1. Mark from 0 to 4 equals the shoulder divided by 2. Square out from 4 and mark 5. Mark from 2 to 6 equals bust by 4 plus 2.5 cm. Square down from 6 and mark 7. Mark from 7 to 8 and join points 6 and 8. Mark from point 1 to point 9 equals bust by 4 plus 10 cm. Mark from 9 to 10 equals bust by 3 and join 10 and 8. Mark from 10 to 10A equals half of the points 8 to 10. Mark from 10A to 10B and shape 8, 10B and 10. Mark from point 0 to point 11 equals bust by 12. Mark from 4 to 12 equals bust by 36. Join 11 and 12. Mark from 0 to 13 equals bust by 8 plus 1.5 cm. Then square out from 13. Square down from 11 and mark 14. Mark from points 14 to 15 and join points 11, 15 and 13. Mark from point 5 to point 16 equals 1/3 of 12 to 5. Then square out from point 16. Mark from 16 to 17 equals 1.25 cm. Then join 12 and 17 and divide angle points 16, 5 and 6. Mark from 5 to 5A equals 1/3 of points 6 to 5. Then shape 12, 17, 5A and 6. Mark from point 5 to point 18. Mark from points 0 to 19 equals points 3 to 20 equals bust by 12 plus 1.25 centimeter. Join points 19 and 20. Square up and down from point 20. Mark from point 19 to point 21 equals bust level. Mark from point 21 to point 22. Mark from points 20 to 23 equals points 20 to 22. Mark from points 20 to 24 equals points 20 to 25. Mark from point 6 to point 26 equals bust by 8. Mark from point 21 to point 27. Mark from points 26 to 28 equals points 26 to 29. Mark from point 18 to point 30. Mark from point 30 to point 31 equals bust divided by 12 minus 1 centimeter. Mark from point 30 to point 32. Mark from points 8 to 33 equals points 8 to 34 equals bust by 12. Let's learn about the drafting of bodice back. Mark from point 0 to point 35, which equals bust divided by 8. Mark from point 12 to point 36, which equals half of 12, then to point 5. Mark from points 5 to 5B equals half of points 5 and 6. The back armhole shape points are 12, 36, 5B and 6. Let's learn about the drafting of sleeve. The sleeve should be marked from point 0 to point 1, which equals sleeve length. Mark from point 0 to point 2, which equals bust by 4 minus 2.5 centimeter. Then mark from point 2 to point 4, which equals bust divided by 12 plus 2.5 centimeter. 1 to point 5, which equals sleeve bottom by 2. Mark from point 4 to 6 equals half of points from 4 to 5. Mark from point 6 to point 7. Mark from points 0 to 8 equals bust by 24. Then join points 4 to 8 and divide it into 4 equal parts. Then mark 9, 10 and 11. Mark from point 11 to point 12. Mark from point 10 to point 13. Mark from point 9 to point 14. Then give back shape 0, 14, 13, 12 and 4. Mark from point 4 to point 15 equals bust by 24. Mark from point 15 to point 16. Mark from point 8 to point 17. Mark from point 18 to point 20. Mark from point 19 to point 21. Then give front shape 0, 21, 20, 16 and 4. Let's learn about creating master pattern. Allowance has to be added to the cut paper pattern for seam allowance, turnings, hems, etc. Neck, shoulder and armhole allowance is 0.75 cm. Bottom turning allowance is 6 cm. Placket portion at backside on left hand is 4 cm. For the sleeve top, allowance is 0.75 cm. Turning allowance is 3 cm. Cut notches at required markings. For layout and cutting, lay the kameez fabric open on the cutting table with its wrong side facing. Mark the outline of all the components of kameez. Remove the master pattern and cut the fabric components. Cut notches at dart markings to set their positions. Let's recap the key points discussed. Draft the kameez pattern with marking 0 to 1 aligned to the folded edge for symmetry. Cut the prepared paper pattern along designated line and draw the master pattern. Lay out fabric. Arrange master pattern. Mark outlines and cut fabric components, adding notches for accuracy. This brings us to the end of the session. Hope you have gained a good understanding of the stitching of lady suit part 3, drafting of kameez. See you in the next session.